afternoon and welcome back, Mr. Woodie King Jr. to My Harlem Portraits, the show that is about Black excellence. And you represent Black excellence in theater in an incredible way. You are the founder in 1970 of the New Federal Theater. And this year, your organization, your theater, is holding the celebration of its 50th anniversary, 50 years of theatrical excellence. Welcome to My Harlem Portrait, Mr. King.
Thank you, Maria. I just want to say it is these kind of shows that we reach out to get an audience, for them to know the kind of things that New Federal Theater originally started out to do, to reach them. And thank God we have been able to do that for 50 years. It's not many theaters that stay around 50 years. And we've done from one-person shows about historical figures to as many as 13 to 16 character plays and musicals. So in those 50 years, we've had an unbelievable kind of experience. We've had unbelievable artists working with the New Federal Theater, as you know, and as they probably, my press agent probably keeps warning you and keeps telling you, oh, they had Denzel Washington, they had Chadwick Boseman, they had S.Epatha Murchison, Starletta Dupois, they had some Glenn Turman, and yes, we did. We had these people, and they were at the beginning of careers, and we and our staff was able to go and see them in small things and say, come over and work with New Federal Theater. So yes, we are 50 years old, and we would like it not to be a pandemic to celebrate, but we can't keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. We got to celebrate. And if you don't have a list of those who we are celebrating, it reads like a who's who in America. Phylicia Rashad, Douglas Turner Ward, S.Epatha Murchison, Glenn Turman, Beth Turner, Ron Himes, Cliff Frazier. And I am so moved that these people consented to be honored. The great R. Scott, who directed the original for Colored Girls, who considered suicide when the rainbow is enough.
Let's talk one moment about that, because that was a really breaking point in the creation of the excellence of your theater.
Yes, we want to talk about that?
Yes.
Well, the way we came about that, they were doing it with about 10 people in a small restaurant on East 3rd Street in Manhattan. And they invited me over to see it. And immediately I said, I want to do it. And we picked it up and they worked on it and got it down to 6 people. And we did it for 6 weeks at New Federal. Then it moved to the New York Shakespeare Festival. Then it moved to Australia and moved to London. And then it was a hit. It moved everywhere in America. Almost all theaters at one time or another have done that play. So,
and then you co-produced it for Broadway.
Yes.
With Joseph Papp in 76.
Yes.
And let's remind that the writer, Ntozake Shange, was the first Black woman who wrote for a Broadway show after, I think that the very first one, years and years before, was,
Lorraine Hansberry.
that's right.
Lorraine Hansberry wrote A Raisin in the Sun. Yeah. So
and then the second play by a Black woman for Broadway was yours. So it was really something that broke barriers.
Yes.
And it has been reproduced and redone last year at the Public Theater, and it was amazing also.
Yeah,
So,
been done as a movie, you know, all those things. But we done other plays too. Ed Bullen's, his
yes.
plays. The Taking of Miss Janey won a Drama Critics Circle Award.
Mhm.
Black Girl by J.E. Franklin, Miss J.E. Franklin, won a Drama Desk Award. And Kennedy Center Presents, 3 plays we did, won awards. So it's like we are an award-winning, proven theater by the excellence of our work, and our work is in our direction and in our writing.
Yes. And you have produced over 450 main stage plays.
That's a lot of plays, but it's 50 years. That's a long time, you know.
Still, 450 plays, it's a big number. And
Yes, but Maria,
quality.
yeah, but Maria, 50 years is a long time.
I understand.
Yeah.
There are other companies that don't do that.
Yeah.
And not do that quality.
Yeah, but there, a lot of companies, because of racism, because of other internal problems, they don't last that long. They're not around to do. You know, I had very, very good spaces to work in, very good rentals. The Henry Street settlement was just,
It was fantastic.
it was just fantastic. And then when we moved our office to after being in Henry Street something like 15, 20 years, we moved to St. Augustine's Church, and they were just wonderful. Father Harvey was, you couldn't ask for a better tenant, you know? And we are now at Castillo on West 42nd Street. You
Just off Broadway.
Pardon?
Just off Broadway, perfect address.
Yes. Moving closer.
Exactly, moving closer. So let's go back to the event of the 17th. So this Sunday, the 17th, you are holding this virtual 50-year celebration. It will start at 4:00 p.m. and it will go until 6 p.m. So from 4 to 6.
From 4 to 6 p.m. Yes.
In the afternoon. And the co-host of the event, tell me a little bit about that. The co-host who wrote the...
Well, the host and co-host are a young married couple, Elena Miller and DeWanda Wise. Mm-hmm. And she starred in 2 of the plays that we've done. And just brilliant. And she went on to star in the television movie. And I guess the most interesting and most outstanding was She's Gotta Have It, when Spike Lee decided to do it on film. And Alana Miller does all kinds of television constantly, you know. So yes, they are going to host and co-host. At one time, we had Ted Lange from Love Boat, and Ted Lange is now introducing Glenn Turman and talking about their relationship. And their relationship is, it's magic. It's been almost as long as we've been around, you know?
This is gonna be an amazing event. So if any of you listening to us and watching us now haven't got the tickets yet, please go and get the ticket, because this is very important. Where can they get the tickets?
They can see it for free on what is it? Vimeo. And
On Zoom.
Zoom, and they can make a donation.
Okay. All right. All right. Then another thing important, the celebration is written by Bill Harris and directed by Dean Irby.
Yes.
And the honorary committee for the event includes Debbie Allen, Harry Belafonte, I'm just saying few names,
Yeah.
Van Diesel, Tony Fay, Danny Glover, Samuel L. Jackson, Latanya Richardson Johnson, Sidney Poitier, Issa Rae, Phylicia Rashad, Lamar Rooker, Glenn Turman, Mufundi Wundla, and Lynn Whitfield. I mean, even the people who are watching us from across the ocean, even them know many of these because these people are famous all over the world, not only in the US.
Yes, and we went through years, the pandemic put us back, but we had them from the beginning. We took about 8 months or a year to find them and call them up and say, will you do this? And they all said yes. But Maria, one of the interesting things about these committees, if you are clear on what you want to do, they are lending their names to an event that is, they know will be celebratory. And this event honoring these people is a celebration. It's not, we're not asking, if people can donate, they'll donate. If they can't donate, they won't donate, but they can still see it.
And this is what I believe has been at the base of your career, your passion. What you are doing is a passion, is not guided by anything else than your passion and your striving for excellence.
Yes.
And it's very clear in everything you do.
Thank you.
Every single play, every single event I've seen, every single play I've seen that you have produced has been one of the most beautiful, one of the most enriching that I've seen. And it is always a profound enrichment of the history of Black America.
Yes.
That is researched in there and that is shown.
Yes.
And I think that's why it is so important. And also the fact that your company has lasted 50 years being a Black company in a country.
And I think most of our listeners know, if you're a Black company, it is definitely difficult maneuvers and to get the money to pay people. And we've been paying people since 1972. You know, you remember the union, you get paid. Remember the directors union, you get paid. Everybody gets paid. And that's what our first priority is, to pay people.
And that's fundamental.
Yeah.
Unlike some people that are in the White House now, but I don't want to mention.
Well, they won't be there long. They got a couple.
Thank God, but it's 9 days too long.
Yeah.
It's still 9 days too long.
Yeah.
In 4 years too long, but that's okay. We don't even want to get into that. Tell me more about what will happen during this event. There will be performing, there will be acting, giving.
Well, what will happen is we got 3 of the most stunning singers that you will see anywhere. That's Miss D.K. Dyson.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you know her.
I've heard of her.
Deborah Blackwell Cook.
Yes, I do.
And Kevin Maynard, who he acted in a play for us back in the day, some years ago, Paul Robeson.
Oh, yes.
And it was so stunning. whenever I do something, I try and get something of Paul Robeson in what we're doing, because Paul Robeson broke ground. Okay. And Omar is just a brilliant tap dancer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's fantastic.
Yes. It's like, wow, man, we got all of this now. Okay, those are the 4 pieces of entertainment. In terms of scenes from plays, we have Trazana Beverly, who won a Tony Award for Color Girls, is doing, her and 3 more actresses are doing pieces for Color Girls.
Fantastic.
And so that would be the entertainment, okay? Plus, it's not going to be a dour or a sad event. We hope it'll be celebratory. It will be fun. It will be the host and hostesses will know that we are trying to impart to our audiences what fun the theater is, not all the stuff we went through in those 50 years. They don't need to know that. They need to know we are still around and they will support us. Hopefully they will continue to support us. Young people will continue to come to the New Federal Theater. We'll continue to see what we're doing. It's like anything else. In what we do, we try to instill a pride in who we are. We find plays that instill pride in Black Americans and the historical contributions that they've made. Now, people like Paul Robeson, you don't have to go far to know that he was very prideful, very imaginative. You know, you don't have to go far to find R. Scott is a major Hollywood director. You know, everything written about him in Hollywood he's a major director. And Ron Himes, the St. Louis Black Rep, Cliff Frazier, pioneered with Third World Cinema. So Douglas Turner Ward, you know, pioneered with the Negro Ensemble Company when no one else out here was pioneering, and all the people who went to television from the Negro Ensemble. And his son, Dougie Ward, will present it to him. And wow, it's amazing. It's amazing, you know.
Your career, we talked about your career in our show before, because you are a friend of our show. And one of the things that is so fundamental and so amazing is how much you managed to do and how difficult it is. And so I wanted to ask you, this nearly a year, well, since March, time of blackout in theaters, what has helped your theater in particular to stay alive and to be able to do what you're doing this weekend, for example, and what you have in mind for the future? It should be opening up, the theater should be opening in June, we hope. What is the project you have for that?
Okay, well, what we've been able to do is we're with a company called Castillo Theater. And Diane Stiles is probably one of the best landlords we can have. You know, it's like she understands theater. She knows theater, what it's about. And so she is closed because she has plays that Castillo Theater does. They can't do them. None of us can do them. Okay. Now, you say June. Dr. Fauci says later in the year, like September, October. And but no one knows.
No.
Yeah, we have a stack of plays that we're going to choose 3 from, and we're going to do them. You know, on Zoom, we'll do a Black History Month series of plays. We're going to do.
What is it about? Tell me.
Oh, the Black History Month, when chickens came home to roost.
Oh,
A
yes.
2-character play, a play with Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad. We'll do that.
Fantastic, fantastic,
And
fantastic.
Black History Month, we'll do a play by Jeff Stetson called Meetings, The Meeting, with, we're looking for a director now, and the 2 actors who will play Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. We will find them and use them.
Oh, yes. Did
Yeah.
you do it at the Kennedy Center a couple of years ago?
No. I did it originally at New Federal, maybe 25 years ago.
Because
And,
I saw something like that.
Yeah. And it probably it's been around. And in Women's History Month, we're going to do on virtual as well. Hospice by Miss Pearl Clegg.
Oh, yes.
And we're going to try to do Black Girl by Miss J.E. Franklin. So it's so we have things in the works. We are working on things now, whether they happen or not, you know, in the way we want to do them will depend on the pandemic. Will depend on us finding the right person to direct it.
All right. And how do you do that when the actors are in the same room, or they act in different places and then you put it together?
The actors in different places, then it's edited together.
All right. Wow. I've always wondered how they do that. Even when they do all the concerts with different people singing the same song and they're not in the same place. It's amazing what this pandemic has done from that point of view, because people have been able to adapt so much to this new reality, which is an unreal reality.
Yes, you have to adapt. You must be flexible. You must not be dogmatic. You have to reread all the material in with the way you want to do it in mind. Absolutely. You know, and no, the audience don't have to leave home to go to the theater and be entertained. They can be entertained from their living room, but they got to understand the plays are being done from people's living room, you know?
Yeah, it's a new,
it's a new thing. Yes.
It doesn't have the same impact as being in a theater and having that feeling and the energy coming from the actors and the audience. I'm wondering how the actors can play and act like that as they do amazingly without a public there.
Well, what you know is it's like watching television. Mm-hmm. You watch what's on television and you like it or not like it. You cannot talk back to it and get responses. You cannot applaud it and get responses. You gotta get the responses a day or two later when someone sees it and writes about it.
That's right.
And hopefully they will see our 30th and they'll write about it. Hopefully they will see DeWanda Wise and Alano Miller and say, wow, they were just great and we want to hire them. You know?
That's right. Okay, that's another, yeah, that's very important. Is also a platform for future shows to be being held in real events.
Yes.
I didn't think about that. You're right. That can be a platform for that too. But anyway, I really want to thank you for continuing to do what you're doing all this time in the way you do it, because I personally feel the need for theater and for events like this, for cultural events that feed your soul. Without that, these 10 months would have been a nightmare. Would have been a nightmare.
And all they have to do is just go to our website. Just go to our website. I don't know if you have it or should I give it?
www.isnyc.com season about NFT.
Our website.
newfederaltheater.com.
Yes, newfederaltheater.com. www.newfederaltheater.com.
And .org.
Yes, www.newfederaltheater.com.
You go to your site and they can see the show, right?
It tells them how to see the show.
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, this is amazing. Thank you for doing this again. So we hope you will all be at the New Federal Theater celebration this Sunday on January 17 at 4 p.m.
Yes.
to meet all these wonderful actors. And one that we didn't mention that we need to mention because we are missing him already is the late Chadwick Boseman.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he worked at New Federal Theater.
Yes, and we miss him already because he was an amazing actor. And your theater has helped launch his career too.
Yes.
So that will be another commemoration, that will be a celebration of his life too. So thank you for doing that, Woody. Thank you for being with us again, and come back anytime. We are definitely going to talk to you about the Black History Month and the Women History Month and the events that you will do more in depth.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye-bye. Thank you so much again. And thank you, and see you to the next My Harlem Portraits.
Thank you.
Saturday.
Thank you, Harlem Portraits.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.